So let me talk about some of the challenges of prioritizing your marriage for just a minute. First would be parents or in-laws. And parents and in-laws are such a blessing, unless they're not. And we have 5 grandchildren. Our son, Brent, is married to Stephanie, and she'll be around here today. Our daughter, Julia, is married to Corey. Our daughter has twin girls. They're 15 years old. Our granddaughters, Abby and Elle. And then Brent and Stephanie have 3 kids. Now, we lived 2 doors down from Brent and Stephanie for 5 years. Literally, there was one house between us. We lived 2 doors down. We never had a problem because we never went to their home in 5 years without an invitation. That was the rule. We just don't go to their house without an invitation. Now, they were in our house all the time and stole all of our stuff. And that's okay. It's okay if they do it to you, you just can't do it to them. But my mom and dad, when we first got saved, Karen's dad was a little bit of an issue. He's kind of a type A personality. And he would kind of talk to Karen like she was a little girl. And one time he was talking to her in kind of a demeaning manner on the telephone. And I grabbed the telephone out of Karen's hand and I said, "This is my wife. You don't talk to her like that." And he pushed back at me and said, "She's my daughter. I'll talk to her any way I want to." And I said, "No, you won't. She's my wife." Now, we got along great after that. But I had to kind of let him know, you can't talk to her any way you want to. Okay. Then with my mom and dad, they were not saved. They got saved later on. They were not saved when we got married. So we would let them have the kids, and we would say, they can't watch this show, they can't watch these cartoons, they can't do this. And they thought that we were too strict, and they thought we were crazy. Okay. And so they would pretend that they kept our rules, but later our kids said, "Mama and Papa let us do anything we wanted to do." It was a free reign. So, we had little issues like that. Some people have really big issues with parents and in-laws. And here's the point. With parents and in-laws, you want to honor them and respect them, but don't let them violate the boundaries of your relationship through force of personality. Let me give a caveat to that, and that's this. If you're taking money from your parents, they get a little bit more of a say. If you're living with them, they get a lot more of a say. If you don't want them talking to you, move out and get your own place and get off the payroll. That's how you can say that. But to say, we have to be at a place where other people aren't intruding. Let me say, if your parents and in-laws are taking too much of your time, or if they're intruding into the decision-making and the parenting of the family, it will greatly impact your spouse.
Thanks for watching. To find out more about XO Marriage events, visit xomarriage.com.